Hey guys, Brad from It's About Time Now. Do you have a Dometic 9100 series power awning on your rig? Does it deploy properly? Ours doesn't. Dometic came up with a way to fix that. So join me while I install the bumper arm kits for the 9100 series Dometic power awning. All right guys, so our 2015 Itasca Cambria came with a 9100 series Dometic power awning. The problem is, and this is a known problem to Dometic, is that it will not deploy unless you pull on the arms. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Awning out, and it doesn't move. So the only way to get it to move is to grab a hold of this arm and pull it out and get it started. You want to be very careful because this is a pinch point. And now we'll hit awning out, and now it comes out. So, as I said, Dometic knows this is a problem, and they made a bumper kit for this awning. They were kind enough to send one to me, but they do not come with instructions. So I contacted Dometic, and they sent me some pictures and told me how to put it in, and we are gonna install those for you. So the kit comes with rivets and screws, and Dometic says if it's not yet installed, to use the rivets, but if it has already been installed, which mine has, to use the self-tapping screws and screw it into the side of your motorhome. You want to make sure you use some sealant on that when you do that. All right, so now looking at the little bumper, you'll see it has a large hole and it has a small hole. And the screw obviously should go through the small hole, and the large hole is to allow you to put a rivet gun or socket inside here to get that screw to tighten. So the small side goes against the RV. So this is the email I received from Dometic. They recommend installing only one bumper on the rear support and 3 inches below the lower support pin. So Dometic says on the bottom joint, let me back up so you can see this. This is the top joint, the assist rod, and the bottom joint. On the bottom joint, we want to come down approximately 3 inches. And they said approximately, so I'm going to guess this doesn't have to be perfect. So we're going to come down 3 inches, and then we're going to install that bumper. Obviously, you're going to be drilling a hole into the side of your rig. Make sure you use an RTV or some type of sealant before you put the screws into these holes. All right. Okay, so the first thing that I noticed now is I have a small gap down here that I didn't have before, but I think it's fine.
Oh, yes.
Well, how about that?
How about that?
We fixed it.
Yes, it did. Wonderful.
Okay, one last thing I found that was really, really important. If you are installing this bumper, in my case on the front support, you have this plastic tubing right here. That plastic piece covers the power wires that run this awning. I pulled it back, made sure the wires were out of the way. Don't just blindly drill into this. Make sure you know where those wires are. You don't want to short out your awning motor. All right guys, so install took about 15, maybe 20 minutes. Couple of things I did learn. Number one, the screws that they sent with this are too short. So I went up to West Marine and got myself some stainless steel screws to mount this with. They needed to be a little bit longer than they were. And other than that, having a nice hole here that I can push the screw through made it much, much easier. Just remember that you're drilling into your rig Make sure you know what's in the back behind you. Yeah, easy for me to say. All right, guys, this is how you install those. I couldn't find a video on this anywhere on the internet, which is why I went ahead and did this one. I hope it helps a lot of people. Good luck out there.